Hi everyone, Pepper Hernandez from drpepperhernandez.com coming to you today to speak to you on a topic that I get questions on all of the time. So we've done a podcast on Yoni Health, but today I want to speak to you just about a few things that I normally recommend out to clients, whether they're calling in, whether they're in office. This is something that I usually suggest. So the first thing is Periglow. Periglow you can find at periglow.info. Periglow, there are, let me get myself comfortable here. I gotta take my shoes off. Periglow, there are 4 vaginal compresses within this little pouch. Now, this company has been around for 12, maybe 14 years, and I purchased the company about 4 years ago. The combination of herbs is a Swiss formula brought over to Northern California from a woman, a Swiss woman. She decided to move back, and I was 4 or 5 years ago recommending these out. There's a little shine on there, so I don't want you to see it, but I was recommending them out to everyone, no matter if it was, they're typically, Periglow is typically after birth, so it's the 2 weeks after birth to heal the perineum, okay, which is the undercarriage of the body there, the birth canal, okay, and the anus, the perineum, and sometimes that gets ripped and tore. So this is what this compress was made for originally. When I purchased the company, I had been using it for, or recommending it out for women of all ages, for all things having to do with the yoni, because those are soft tissue and repair. So anything from maybe a little too aggressive intercourse for older women who have thinning tissues there, to all the way to working with the crisis shelters here in our local communities and donating these vaginal pouches for women who come in crisis after being violated and not having anything to do for that kind of repair. So we were donating for quite some time in that realm, these Periglows. Actually, if you purchase from the website, it's a whole thing that if you purchase from the website, then we donate another one to a woman in need. So it originally started as an after-birth care, which women still all around here, we're in about 24 stores right now, and all around here women are purchasing them because they're inexpensive, they're high quality, but they're a very nice little gift to put in a gift basket for a woman who has just had birth, or even at conception time to plan for that birth. So I'll tell you a little bit about that and how you can go about using that. But the other things that I was asking women or women or suggesting women to use them for was anything from vaginal dryness to herpes, even an outbreak, or yeast infections. All of these things, these particular Periglow compresses with the combination of herbs, Comfrey is one of them. It really, really helps heal the body. Comfrey is one. There's plantain. I hand make these here in Northern Humboldt County, typically with another mama or a couple women who want to infuse their energy, loving energy into these herbs. So right now that's Periglow. We do have in several stores here in Northern California, we have the sister version of that, which is the Periglow Green, which also has the flowered CBD, and it's beautiful. It's just another herb that's healing and regenerative. So the few ways that you can use these vaginal compress pouches. One is going to be steeping it in water and getting a medicinal boil, because there is witch hazel root in these, which means that you're going to need to do a medicinal boil. Now, that medicinal boiled tea blend can then be put into what is called the sitz bath. So you could put that into your bath water and then heal that way. You could pour it over the yoni once it's cooled. You can use those tea bags at whatever temperature that you like to use. That some women, depending on their discomfort there, they might want to place that compress on their yoni cool, or they may want to place it warm. It depends on how it feels best for the body. So there's the sitz bath, there is the medicinal tea boil, okay, and then there's the compress. The last few that I like to use them for is, one is a vaginal steam. So if you have a vaginal steam sit, or even if you're using your own setup where you're using a big pot or however you're doing it, you can do the boil, set, right, cover, and steam the yoni with those healing herbs, and that's absolutely phenomenal. All of those are so healing. None of them are particularly uncomfortable, so it's not like it's going to hurt or anything. It's really amazing. And then the last piece there is to use it in the form of a large adult pad, pouring that tea blend, that medicinal tea blend, over that and refrigerating that so that becomes a kind of gel and it becomes very cool for the yoni. And that's so many ways to use these particular things. The other thing I was going to talk to you about today is, and we'll have more videos on Yoni Health, because it seems like that is like one of the biggest topics. I mean, obviously I get cannabis, obviously I get anxiety, reproductive, glandular system, because that's kind of what I specialize in. But the feminine reproductive area and Yoni Health is also a big piece that I don't typically speak on. So it's nice to be able to talk about that. Then we have what is called the yoni egg, and this one is a beautiful quartz crystal. Now, yoni eggs come in all sorts of different stones, and they all have physical and metaphysical properties to them. So if you believe in all of those things, which I truly do, they will have infused, just like anything, everything's energy and it's manifested physically. So these particular things hold a particular frequency, and you place that inside of the vagina and hold that up in until it's ready to be, retracted, or until you're ready to release. But there's a lot more information that goes into that. I'll do a whole video just on yoni eggs soon. So comment down below if you want to hear more about yoni eggs specifically, more about the compresses. But yoni eggs are amazing. They go into the womb space, kind of like that. They go into the womb space and they fill up the body. So when the body has had, trauma, sexual induced trauma, or if a woman has, lost a baby through a miscarriage or other means, if a woman violated miscarriage or sorts, or if a woman is craving that type of positioning inside of the womb, meaning overactive with masculine energy there, yoni egg is really good for that, by the way. I know that personally just because I have used a yoni egg for probably, I would say, the last 10 years, and it's really helped me to just be doing a lot of self-care and self-love and feel like confident and hold my space inside, so I don't need or have the tendency or the need to be filled up, in any other way, whether it be through intercourse or just feeling a lack in my sacral. So I use a yoni egg for multiple reasons, but we'll go deeper into a yoni egg conversation really soon, because there are so many. I'll show you a whole bunch. We'll talk about all the different properties and stones, and then other ways that I use that. And that will be definitely a video for just women. I keep looking at myself because I can see my bangs. And so the last thing I wanted to talk to you about Yoni Health, and we can go into this a little bit deeper too, is coconut oil or cannabis topical salve. I cannot stress to you how important these things are, there's a lot of synthetic creams and rubs out there for the yoni. And the yoni is, like the thin skin that we have underneath our eyes, or the thin mucus tissues that we have. It's just so thin, if you can think about this. And if you're a male, or if you're transitioning, you can understand just thinking about how soft the tissues are in the nose or in the mouth. And so that's what the yoni, that soft tissue, is like. And so we don't want to put abrasive creams or topicals or rubs on those things, ones with high synthetics. And that's really the only thing that we have been doing for such a very long time, especially those if we need antibiotics, or if there's a fungal infection there or anything, bacterial infection. People tend to go towards those heavier creams. And really, coconut oil with a good cannabis, organic, yum, like all of the good terpenes and the cannabinoids that your body would need to fight off bacteria and infection. Actually, which one's that? Whole body relief, immune system, treating, killing bacteria and infections. CBD, CBG. I've got my good old cannabis man back here to help me out. But those are just a couple of the cannabinoids. But what you would want to do is infuse coconut oil with that particular cannabis flower, which would be amazing. Or if you could get a concentrate, if that's all you can get, then a concentrate could go in there, and it could just be a nice topical rub for any abrasion really on the body and the skin, but definitely in that soft vaginal region that is so tender and so delicate. So hopefully this video has helped. That's 3 things that I typically suggest out to clients for Yoni health and care, and we'll go a little bit more into some of these other videos in just a moment. So comment down below what you think, and please like and subscribe to the channel, because this gives these videos out to the universe, and then other people can watch these videos for free and learn some things, because everyone on this planet has a right to have free education about these very simple topics about how to take better care of yourself naturally and easily. So thank you for watching. Pepper Hernandez from drpepperhernandez.com. Let's have a magical, beautiful, wonderful day, and make this your very best day ever.